Hey guys, it's Sarah, and I am here with part 4 of picking my embellishments for my page kits. And I'm going to put together 5 more page kits here today. So I'm starting with this one here that is very aqua and pink. And this is one that had come up, I think, last video. And I put it aside because I had just done a couple of layouts that had these same colors and I was kind of getting over it. So I went ahead and saved it for the next video. So that's just going to go ahead and be what I start with. So obviously I'm looking for aquas and pinks again. And I end up being, pretty happy with what I ended up choosing, but I'm definitely starting to hit a point right now where I just want to use some different colors in my scrapbooking because I feel like so many products are just aqua and pink. And we've kind of been talking about colors lately, and you guys seem to be kind of feeling the same way. Kind of getting over the aqua and pink trend, which has really just not gone away since it showed up. So it's been very interesting. And all right, so I'm going through my sticker sheets here and picking what I think is going to work. This is a layout where I do not have an idea for what type of layout it's going to end up being. So I'm just picking whatever is going to basically match with the colors of the layout. And I'm starting to really get through some of these products. As you can see, I'm getting a little bit low. Those cards, I don't have very many left. And my brads are starting to get a little bit low. I'm starting to make a dent in something, so that's really good. And for some reason, I kept forgetting about my die cuts. I didn't go through my die cuts as much as I probably could have, but even though they were sitting right next to me, I don't know why I kept overlooking them. It's very interesting. All right, so here I'm kind of looking at what I can use for layering pieces, even if I don't use sentiments or the designs on the die cuts, I could still use colors and, just kind of make very tight layers, which I have seen Sandy do from Oh Snap Gonzo. She's really good at doing very tight layers. And that's something that, I'm kind of trying to keep in mind as well as I'm going through some of these die cuts. Even if I don't need the sentiment on it or the overall design, I can still have a little bit of color peeking out and I can still use the die cuts that way. So I'm trying to keep that in mind as I'm going through some things here. All right, so I'm going to go through my little basket. And a lot of these things are kind of starting to get used up as well, which is good. And I think I'm going to pick some enamel dots here to use and just see what's going to go nicely. I think I end up going with those large Project Life ones. These are not my favorite, I'll be honest with you. They're a little bit too big for me. I like my enamel dots with the 3 standard sizes that they usually come in. And these are just, they're big and they are just kind of an odd size. So I don't know. They're not my favorite. I'm going to use them, because I have them, but I would not purchase these. Again, I think they came in a kit. So all right, so I have my first one done. I'm going to move on to my next one. Now, this is one that I have a photo in mind. I'm drinking from my Ravenclaw cup there. I found a really great Ravenclaw mug at Target, so I had to pick it up because I am a Ravenclaw. This is the one where I have a picture of Layla and my niece wearing the same dress, and the dress has a fox print on it. So I'm going through my pictures and I know I printed it already. So I'm going to pull that picture out so I can keep it in here. And I pulled out that fox that was from, is it Pink Paisley? I think it was Pink Paisley. And I had stuck it right on top so that I could remember to grab it, which I did. So these are definitely going to be kind of fall-y colors. That's kind of the theme of the papers and then the fox and everything. So I'm going to go with some autumn stuff. And this picture was taken on Thanksgiving. So, definitely the fall vibes. So I'm going to go ahead and take advantage of that and use some things that are kind of fall themed. I'm going to use that green camera from Amy Tangerine there and just see what I can use. And that is definitely fall themed, that sticker sheet was, but nothing really jumped out at me to be able to use here. So I'm just going to keep on looking to see if anything really jumps out at me. There is a sticker on this one that I'm going to use for a tight layer. It has like the yellow and the green. And again, I don't need that 8F or whatever the words and letters on it are. I'm not even sure what they really mean. So I'm just going to do a tight layer with that and just have like the yellow and some of the green poking out. There's a couple of chipboard leaves on here that are great. They have some gold foil on them, so I'm going to use those. And then this little craft tag is going to be great. I'll use one of these really large gold hearts here. This bow is a great color that goes along with the fox, so I just double checked to make sure it was going to go nicely, and it does, definitely. So I'll have a big heart and a big bow. I think as long as I don't have them right next to each other, it'll be good. It won't be too much. I have this little clock here, and that is in a package of Making Memories clocks that I think I have had for years, and I don't even remember why I bought them in the first place, but I still have them. And I actually use quite a few between this video and the next. I use a few of those up. So I'm getting some use out of them, but oh my gosh, I've had them for so long. I pulled out these orange enamel dots from Freckled Fawn, and then this little frame here that I think I can do, like maybe on the top part, you know, put their names, and then on the bottom part do my journaling. So I'm going to keep that out there. And then I end up finding a flare badge that the colors are perfect to go with that as well. So I'm going to pull it back out and stick it in there. And I just saw that afterwards. Okay, so next is this one here. So this is another like green and brown and pink is what we're going for here. I do not have any ideas for what I'm going to use this for, but it has a really cute rooster paper, so I'll figure something out. My mom has roosters in her kitchen, so maybe I could do something about that, possibly. We'll have to see. But I'm going to grab like, you know, some pinks and some greens and stuff and see what I can come up with here. And definitely kind of go on a little bit of a neutral side of everything. So I've really been enjoying your guys' comments on these videos and how so many of you are, you know, letting me know that you're yelling at me for stuff. And it's so funny because I do the same thing when I watch people, you know, put together page kits, and I'm just like, no, go back. That was a perfect paper. What are you doing? And I do the same thing. So just knowing that as I'm making these, I'm like, I wonder who's yelling at me right now. It's just funny because I'm the same. I'm the exact same. So. But I have gotten a couple of ideas from you guys because of that, because you're telling me what you're yelling at me for. And so that's been great. I've gotten a couple ideas from that. All right, there's a little green tag in this Freckled Fawn chipboard piece, so I'm going to use that. And I'm really just trying to, you know, find the colors and all that. And then I see some lace ribbon, which is going to be cute, and then doilies. So I'm going to pull a square doily out here, which I can use for layering, definitely, from Freckled Fawn, and then the lace ribbon I will pull out as well, and I'll just pull a piece off of that and cut it because it is self-adhesive, and there's like a sticker on the back of it, so it won't stick to anything. And then I see this piece here from an Amy Tangerine piece of paper, cut apart sheet, so I'm going to go ahead and use that and see how I'll end up using it. I'm not quite sure yet, but it's there. Then I found this really cute little house that I can put down. So that could be good with my mom, like with my mom's roosters in her kitchen. So maybe when we're there, we're going to actually go over tomorrow night and open Christmas presents early because we will be in Tampa for Christmas. So we're going to do family gifts with my parents before we leave. So maybe I'll sneakily snap some pictures of some of her roosters. Okay, so I have these pearl, like enamel pearls. So they're not enamel dots, but the consistency is kind of a pearly, and they're brown. So that's going to go nicely with this. And now after I finish this voiceover, I'm going to have to go put a Post-it on that so I don't forget. I cannot forget. Of course, the roosters I think will probably trigger it for me. I'm looking through my flare badges here to see if anything I think could be used, and there's one that says today, I believe, and it just has the nice colors on it. And then I'm going to grab some twine that's green and a tag, and I'm just kind of looking. I keep picking up those frames, but I just don't end up using those guys. I don't know. I still have them, but they're just not my favorite. All right, so I'm going through this one right here, this die cut pack, and I pull out a couple little things that are rose gold. So I think that kind of color is going to play off nicely with the browns and the pinks and stuff. So I just pulled a couple little things there. I'm really going through to make sure I see what I can get. That's a great little journaling spot right there. That's like a nice light green. And then I'm going to go ahead and let that be for now. We'll see if I pick up anything as I'm making the layout. Okay, so next one is going to be orange. So I'm going to be going with orange here. And orange is not a color that I use very often, but when I do use it, I really like the layout. So interesting. All right, I'm going to use up the rest of the oranges on this freckled fawn enamel dot sheet here. And now I have blue and black left on there. So I will end up working on those. And then I have these fox heads, which I could have used on the one with Layla and Emily, but it's a boy and a girl, so I thought it'd be cute maybe to do something with me and Josh on here for something. We'll see. And then there are some acrylic stars and a little circle that says something. It's a chipboard. Those are all from Freckled Fawn. And then I'm just going to pull out some orange and kind of put a little bit of yellow in here as well. So yeah, I thought the fox heads were cute, and you know, I definitely have pictures of me and Josh, so I can try to figure something out. So that little orange camera from Amy Tangerine, and then this one says every day, and it's orange and yellow as well. So I'm going to go ahead and use that. And this little banner, I think, says Our Happy Life. So that would be great for me and Josh as well. Some of that chipboard just keeps coming off. So I'm trying to make sure I keep it together. Okay, so sticker sheets done. Now I'll go through my little things here. And I don't think I come up with a ton. And I've already gone through Freckled Fawn, so I'll go through my die cuts here and see if anything pops out at me. It does take a little bit. This one took me a little bit longer than some of the other ones. Just I was having a hard time finding some good orange pieces, but I do find a few things. I'm pulling out a few things from this one here, but they were much more pink than orange, so they weren't going to work out, but it's okay. This is a little die cut pack, or it's filled with die cuts that were printables that I printed and cut out by hand. I haven't used any of that stuff for quite a while, but nothing ended up working. I did find this little love, and I thought that was cute. It does come with the word you, but the word you was pink, so I didn't want to do that. But this is more of an orange tone, so it was almost like a two-tone type thing. So I'll use the word love somewhere. And then what else do I use here? I grab a few things out of this one, I think. This is that basic gray one. Yeah. Oh, no, I didn't. I thought I did. No, I think I found a couple things, but it wasn't really exactly what I was looking for. This one is from Ellie's Studio, and it's a good little journaling spot, and it's orange. Okay. Looking through Studio Calico, I found a little sunburst. Why not? Little yellow circle there and a speech bubble. So, yeah, there we go. Okay. So I'm going to keep it at that for now. I'll probably add some stuff later, to be honest. We'll see how it goes when I actually start making whatever layout I decide to do with that one. And for the last one here, this is going to be a double pager. So this is my pictures with David Cook. I'm going to go ahead and pull a couple things, and then I will grab the pictures as well. But I have a few things here that I really ended up liking. And I'm going a little bit, definitely the teal from the background paper there. I have two of those pieces, which will be my main background, but I'm also going a little bit navy because in the large picture of me and the girls with David, you'll see it's very navy right there, like a kind of a bright blue because it's an Air Force sign behind us. So that little ampersand was perfect. I'll stick that next to the picture for sure. And then I'm just going to go with a couple of little blue tones, basically. So I'm just going to see what I can pull here. And since this is a double page spread, I pull a little bit more than I probably would have for just a single page because I'm going to have more room to work. It's going to be 2 pages in one. Okay. So kind of immediately, not a whole lot is jumping out at me, especially with the stickers. So I did pull a couple things there, but there's a couple of wooden buttons here that have navy on them. So I will pull those. I'll grab a tag here. I may end up grabbing 2 tags before the end of it, just because I'm going to have a double page spread, and then I'm going to pull these enamel dots for sure. And I'm going through my freckled fawn stuff over here. And that little chipboard piece has a lot of blue tones on it. And then I'm going to cut off this little piece that says hooray on it. It's really cute. We were all very happy to go and see him. So I'll pull that out. And I'm going to grab a couple of clocks here too. They could just be cute little layering pieces. Like they don't have to look like clocks, basically. I'm going to try to see what I can work on that. And I think that might be it. I'm going to pull out a camera here from this little cut apart paper. All right, and then that's going to be it. So that's going to be my last one for today. I will be back soon with the last installment of Piggy My Embellishments. I hope you guys are enjoying it. Thank you so much for your feedback, and I will see you guys again soon. Bye.